Yo, what's going on, everybody? So, Warriors Den happened yesterday, and I was thinking of making a video just kind of, addressing the changes and seeing, like, what are the changes going to do and giving my thoughts on them. And I was thinking of doing this video before they actually release, just so you can call me a dumbass if I'm completely wrong. Because, then it's just a win-win for everybody, so. Alright, so, let's jump into Nuxia. So, they're changing Nuxia, basically making it so her 1v1's ability is a lot stronger without really addressing her team fights. And some people might have a problem with this, but me personally, I think that her main strength in 4v4s is actually her 1v1s. And I'm not saying right now, I'm saying like that's what she's kind of designed to be. Her feats are kind of designed around a 1v1 aspect, isolating people. And I think as long as you make a character who's strong in 1v1s and then like triple S tier with feats and they're weak in like team fights and other situations, I think that's fine. It's specialized, it's more like strategy. So basically, she's going to be a lot better. Like her tier 1 makes it so she has a 20% damage boost whenever she's in a 1v1, which is just crazy. Like that's just a flat 20% damage boost on top of her already pretty high damage. And her caltrops make it so it's just a good 1v1 tool as well, especially in mid lane. And it also makes it a extremely good stalling tool if she's getting ganked. So it makes her very good at like pushing back caps and stalling a 1v1 or trying to win a 1v1. And people don't want to 1v1 a Nuxia with their tier 1 up. So even if they go gank her, she has caltrops and you're going to sit there and wait for like 15 seconds. So I think she's going to be pretty effective at this. But overall, I think her ganking ability is kind of lacking. I think even with unreactable traps, I think you're going to be able to external her pretty easily. But I think as long as you design a comp around Nuxia, making it so like every other character, they have their own ganks that Nuxia can set up for, and mostly just try to avoid ganking in general, avoid team fighting, and then just trying to push 1v1s, I think she can be effective. Now, on to Warden. So, the Warden changes, I feel like, missed the mark. Their buffing his 1v1 ability like a little bit, but they're not really changing his 4v4 ability, which I think a lot of people wanted it to be changed because he's extremely hard to play to be effective. And I feel like in some areas he just is not effective, and they didn't really address that. So one change is making it so going into bash 100 like 200 ms earlier, essentially. Like they're making it so you go into your bash from front dodge 100 ms, right? Basically making it so you can interrupt lights, or you can like really, it's harder to interrupt him and it's harder to get a GB on him because you would have to dodge earlier than like seeing the bash, right? So he's going to be a bit stronger in 1v1s, which I feel like he's already pretty strong in 1v1. So like, why are you buffing that without really considering his 4v4s? But I guess they kind of did try to consider his 4v4s with like hitboxes and unblockable buffs, but I feel like they missed the mark because the thing is, it's not that his kit isn't effective in 4v4s and like team fights and 2v2s and stuff, right? It's his defense is so bad that he'll get caught out a lot of the time and like just, get confirmed on for so much damage because in a team fight, you're kind of forced to dodge with all these unblockables and bashes coming out. And when somebody has like Medjay level hitboxes or Rochi side heavy hitboxes flying out every which way, it's really hard to avoid, and that's his main issue that I think they didn't address. So overall, I like the hitbox changes. I mean, I like it in the sense that it's making him stronger, but I don't feel like he needed it. I don't feel like that's the direction to go with the character. Also, it's weird that they're making it faster and giving it a bigger hitbox, but not nerfing the damage, because this is something they've done with JJ, Raider, and Zanhu. Good hitbox side UBs, They've made it 28 damage, but Warden's going to keep his 30. Like, they didn't even mention that. Like, I don't understand that. Like, you have a pattern of nerfing the damage to be consistent, but you're not going to be consistent in the same update like you're dropping the changes on. Like they're gonna probably wait like a couple months before changing it again and like nerfing his damage by 2. I don't really understand that. His top UB is extremely strong, 32. So on to Hito. I think Hito is gonna be a little bit stronger, but I don't think she's gonna be stronger in top level play all that much because she's still gonna get out traded. She's still gonna get like spammed into and then recovery canceled away. Like her kit is just ineffective at dealing with most characters. Like, it just simply doesn't work most of the time. So I think that's her issue that wasn't really addressed, and I think what this change is going to do what these changes are going to do is make it so she's a lot better in matchmaking and make it so people are going to just find Hito aids to play against neutral, fast, hyper armor heavies, and then hyper armor after that, a fast zone, you know. It's just going to be kind of aids, but not really help her out at the top level. So, anyways, on to Yorm. Didn't really change. Overall, these changes I feel like kind of missed the mark. I don't feel like they're doing all that much to really help the characters. Besides Nuxia, I think she's getting good changes. Maybe she needs like a little bit more though. I would have liked to see more characters in this and not just a couple characters that they don't really change the core aspects of what need changing. But anyways, peace out.